Outworld Station came out in early access on the 22nd of April. It is basically Satisfactory in space, but there's a number of really cool little features of this game that I want to show you. But check it out on Steam. There's a link down below if you want to have a little look-see. If you want to spend a bit of time just chilling out and building an awesome space factory, then this might be the game for you. The developers describe it on Steam as take the helm as a new station commander and exploit an alien star system in this stunning space station factory automation game. Amass resources, construct starships using increasingly advanced manufacturing, and expand your station in a hostile universe. Well, that sounds pretty good. So let's check out some gameplay and see what it's actually got to offer. So we're starting a new game here, and we've got some initial options. Presumably we have to work our way through the asteroid belt to unlock the Titania and the Glassalia and the Junkyard. We've got some various options down here. I'm going to turn the tutorials off, otherwise they get a bit annoying while I'm narrating. Global events, environmental hazards, absolutely default behavior of the NPCs. We can change the color of our station if we want. We can also do a bit of multiplayer, a bit of co-op. That's very nice. That's lovely. Friends only. So let's go ahead and start the game. Tutorials disabled. I know. Would you like to? No. Because I have actually already played this game a little bit, so I kind of know what I'm doing to a point. Anyway, here's our little station. And one of the really cool features I wanted to show you with this game straight away is this little guy. Look at him. He's attached to my mouse cursor. He could be here. He's like a little cat chasing the freaking laser pointer around, honestly. Whee! Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit of kind of, you got Nova Corp HQ telling you that you're here for reasons and do stuff. Pretty standard, pretty generic sort of stuff. Gather resources. This isn't like sort of Fix-It level kind of corporation, but you get the sort of gist. What we are going to need, and I can't afford this. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons already. Look at this. So good at this game. What we are going to need is a couple of little gantries out here. And one of the things that, like Satisfactory, like similar factory games, is you start off with one of these, and then eventually we're going to need like 10 of them. So this is the atomizer, and we'll grab an asteroid by clicking on it, and our little cat drone here has a tractor beam, just drags it along behind it. And then you pop it in the atomizer, and this thing sort of starts producing, or it will start producing if it had an output, titanium and silica and stuff like that. So we can grab another asteroid, you just chuck a bunch in there. Right, there we go. They sort of end up in there. They gravitate towards the atomizer there. So we can see we've got a bar down the bottom here, and it's giving us a connector, vertical connector, and a solar panel to start off with. But we can add more stuff by control and then the number. So we're going to have storage unit. We're going to have the smelter as 5, the atomizer as 6, and the solar panels are already on there. So if we come out of Q, which is build mode, we can see, there we go, we filled our bar up already, which is lovely. Very nice. And so what we need to do is the atomizer will break down asteroids into the ores. Okay, so it sits in here and it's got all these ores, titanium ores and whatnot, waiting to be processed. And it's instant. It instantly atomizes the asteroids into those. There's no wait time for it or anything. Let's go ahead and get a smelter here. Slap a smelter down there. And we've got a little bit of power in this station to start off with, but we are going to need solar at some point very soon. So let's go ahead and we're going to set the recipe of this smelter to titanium. It's very simple. But then we need to tell the atomizer where the hell it needs to go. So we just use F for link mode, and we link the atomizer to the smelter. Oh, it's also straightforward and simple. It's also straightforward and simple. This is easy mode, right? And then we put a little storage down, and we tell the smelter to output into the storage. Okay, what we actually probably need to be doing at this point is sending it over here, but we'll do this manually because I know what's coming. I've cheated. I'm actually going to go ahead and build another smelter, and this one is also going to do titanium. Because, again, I know what's coming. Now, we've got the one storage there, so I'm not going to build another one, because these things are actually massive, right? So it's a waste of resources to use lots of storages. Although the instinct is to have a storage for everything. You know, so we'll set this, and you can see it starts splurging out all that titanium along these conveyor belts. I love that you can see the resources moving along these little zero-G. I don't know how these work. Maybe they use air or little tractor beams, like my little cat drone here. Anyway, let's go ahead, and we can hold shift, and we can pick up multiple rocks to a point, and chuck that all in the atomizer there. And there we go. This thing has now got 400 titanium ore stashed away in it. This is why I added an extra smelter. This is a lot of titanium ore. It needs to melt its way through. Let's go ahead and get another smelter here, because the other thing we got in here is silica and carbon. So let's set this one on carbon, I guess. Yep, that'll do. And we'll set a little storage for that as well. We'll link you to you and you to you. There we go. And off we go. The carbon will now start processing into carbon. The carbon into carbon. Right, yes, that tracks. Carbon into carbon. We're doing fine. Excellent. And we'll do another smelter here. And this one will be the silica. We'll do the same thing. We'll add a storage. Link you to you and you to you. Bingo. And then this will start processing silica into glass fibers. All right. That's the 4 basics. But instantly, as you can see, we have a problem. I could turn this one into a gold smelter, I suppose, and we could get the gold going as well. Ultimately, we do need to do. So let's go ahead and we'll change it to gold. Take that ore out and put that ore in here. It's all very slick, isn't it? Just, I don't think this has got any gold ore in it yet, actually. But that's fine. We'll go and get some. One of these rocks is bound to have a little bit of gold in it somewhere. You can actually mouse over the rocks, as you can see. Tells you what's in them. You know what? Gold of all things. Yeah. Oh. Gold ore. There we go. Chuck that in there. You can properly go mad with just gathering all the rocks and just chuck them in here, but you will find this atomizer gets like overwhelmed rather quickly. You'll just have like hundreds of titanium ore just sitting there doing nothing. So if you want to speed up production, you need more atomizers, or at least more smelters anyway to spit. Well, we've already got 1,000 ore already. Look, I mean, it's crazy. So that means sorry. Oh, you're putting gold in here as well. Do you know what? It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. I'll sort it out later. It'll be okay. But we can sell this connector here, and we can say put another storage here, and we link. We clear the link. We go there, please. And now the gold will go into the box. What's in there already? We could just swap over. And there we go. Pretty sweet, pretty slick, pretty straightforward. Tiny little sort of outpost that we got going here. But yeah, we're going to need more gold. So let's have a little look around the asteroids. And we see if we can find any, like... There is really... Oh, here we go. Here's a gold one. There is no visual difference, it would appear, between gold asteroids and every other type of asteroid, which makes searching for gold a little difficult. But there we go. We've got 2. With gold in it. We don't need a lot of gold stuff. We would just need that 25, which to be honest we might already have with what we got. But anyway. So once we've got 100 titanium, easy. There we go. We've got our 25 gold, easy. And we've got our 50 carbon, easy. We've got to chuck it in the hub. And then press complete. And there we go. It absorbs it. It takes it. It's like a tax. It's like, I don't know. You know how, like in Satisfactory, you got to send it to the space elevator. It's like that. Anyway, so we've got basic frames and hull plating. Anyway, is the only thing we really need, and we just unlocked a bunch of stuff. So we're just going to unlock tier 2 now. We've got ourselves nothing new there. The matter printer. Okay. So the matter printer. Well, what we do need to do is move this atomizer back, ideally, and add another couple of smelters for titanium. So when we sell this, all this ore should go in our inventory, right? We'll do a test. We'll do science. Let's leave half of that there, titanium. I've got 748. Yeah, it does go in. It does go in. So it's good. It's good. Right, we're gonna add a couple of extra bits on there, and then we'll add an atomizer on the end there, and we'll chuck all this all back on there. So you do get a full refund when selling, which is nice. Right, we have to set the links up about again. Fortunately, you can hold shift in link mode and just link multiple things at once, and off it goes. And that means we can add another smelter there and another one there. And we could set these both to titanium. There doesn't appear to be. So one thing about the Satisfactory is the conveyor belts always had a limit, didn't they? This one, I don't think there is. They will just go and go and go, and there we go. So we're probably reaching a point now where we're going to need some solar power, and I am almost out of frames, and this is where we run into a bit of a problem. What have we got? 7. Okay, 7 needs to be the meta printer. There you go. So we've almost run into a problem because I need these metal plates in order to build the matter printer. As you can see, I can't afford it. I've only got 3 of the 15 hull plates that I need. What am I going to do now? Well, fortunately, I've got something called a synthesizer, and I can just synthesize. It takes a while, as you can see, and you can set it to repeat, and you just have to sit there and wait for you to have the 15 or whatever it is hull plates that you want to craft. But yeah, if you do get yourself stuck, if you get yourself stuck, words are hard. If you do get yourself stuck, then you got a way out. And this thing only needs iron, right? Or titanium, sorry. So we just link that to that. There we go. And they go through each other, and you know, every building almost counts as a connector, so it doesn't really matter. You could build an entire block just out of smelters and storages. Everything comes down to linking, you know, at the end of the day. So you can see this thing's really spitting out the titanium ore. It's filling these things up with around about 20 or so and keeping them full of 20 or so titanium ore. What you'll find out pretty quick, once you pick up these rocks, they don't respawn. So you'll very quickly find that everything starts getting further and further away. Still, that should keep it going for a little while. And we are starting to produce plates now, right? One of the other things we need to do is just link this to the hub. So over here we can see we've got hull plating, basic frames, composite, and fiber optics. And we need all 4 of those in the hub for it to count towards the station expansion too. Well, okay. That means we need another matter printer, which we can't afford, of course. Let's grab what's in the station. I'm going to chuck that one there. And this one is going to do the basic frames. So again, we need to link you to you and you to you. Oh, damn it! Low power. Well, good job. Oh, right, we can't afford it. Okay, we'll just grab the gold out of the hub. Thankfully, that was still some there. Now, with the solar panels here, and you do get better solar panels later that do this automatically, I believe. You've got to align them. You don't have to realign them very often. But oh my god. That was terrible, sorry. You don't have to realign them very often, but the sun does move. And, well, the asteroid field moves around the sun, so we will have to move them at some point. But the game will tell you, it'll notify you, it'll say, a little pop-up comes up over it saying, you've got a misaligned solar panel. Can you please align it? Yeah, so keep an eye on that. We'll expand the solar power as we need to. It looks cool though, doesn't it? Look at the freaking thing around that solar panel. Those solar panels are only just slightly clipping into the asset though, which aggravates me. Clipping! We don't look at it. Just don't look at things too closely. You'll be fine. All right. What else have we got? We got composite to make. So composite is actually over on this side. It's this one here, right? So again, we'll do a little connecty thing, and we'll do a... Can't afford it. Of course we can't. Grab the bits out of here. Boom. We do a composite. Do a composite, please. And link you to you. Let me do one here. What is this? This is fiber, right? Yeah. And do you. You. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. And this guy is going to make the fiber optics. We need to link that one back to there, that one back to there, this one to there. And off it all goes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I do like factory games. You know, I love a little factory game every now and again. Just like to see all the bits going everywhere. The thing I find about Outward Station here is that you know, a bit about the Satisfactory that was really quite satisfying to play was setting up all the conveyors to do the different directions and solving that element of the puzzle. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit in Outward Station with these connectors that they just figure it out for themselves. Other than linking, there isn't really any way to influence the direction and where cargo goes. You don't have that. It's a difficult thing to explain. But in Satisfactory, the fact that you have the conveyors and you have to do the input and output on conveyors and they're limited, and that whole aspect is not part of Outward Station. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about that yet. But I'm distracted by my little cat drone and fetching asteroids. And as you can see, you know, we're having to go further and further away. But as you go further and further away, you start running into some problems. Fortunately, my little cat drone is too fast for these suckers. I'm also equipped with lasers. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm out of power. Right. So, yeah. On the bottom left under my health bar there is a little power bar. No, not the type you eat. I mean the energy I need to fire my lasers. And there we go. I have dispatched them, but there is more. Ooh, spicy. You're no match for my... Ooh, yeah, they may have hit me there a little bit. You're no match for my lasers, though. It does appear that the enemies do get a little bit more threatening. Ow! Later, and if you're not paying attention, that happens. They drop little loot boxes, though, look. And all of these are little loot boxes. They've got lots of little goodies in them. And this... Well, this requires composite and gold to unlock. Oh, and look at that. Look at all these juicy small cargo pod. We don't even have that unlocked yet, so... can I blow any of this up? No, it's always good to check, though. Anyway, oh, look at you, you sexy gold asteroid. I will yank, yeah. Yeah, I'll have one of that, thank you. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Blink. Lovely. So this sort of stuff here can probably be just put in the hub for now. We don't need it until a bit later on. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now what's left is just progressing. You just progress. I mean, we could probably chuck... well, no, we'll wait. We could probably chuck a few more of these doing the plates and the frames, to be honest. Although I say that, and there is absolutely no ingots in there, so they are all being used. So that's pretty good, actually. So 3 melters, and we've still got a stack and a bit of ore going through this one atomizer. So we probably could move that back, add another thing, add another couple of matter printers, and speed up again the hull plating production and basic frames, and just level it up even more. But yeah, once we unlock expansion 2, we obviously get another bunch of buildings. And another objective to complete. You like my pink station? I selected purple, but in the sunlight it definitely looks more pink, doesn't it? That is definitely a pink. But yeah, I suppose while you're waiting for things to happen, we can obviously go and fetch more rocks. And we can explore more wrecks and have a little fight with some of the little locals. And so on and so forth. There's a little guy over here. But the map, this asteroid field, I think it changes every time. So it's like, I don't know about the other maps, but I assume they do as well. Oh, look at what we got here. This is debris. You can actually carry quite a lot of debris. This guy requires carbon nanotubes, which we don't have, and hull plating, which we do, to unlock. So a bit like the... oh, what are they? The little pods that you've got to unlock in Satisfactory. You've got to add certain resources. There's definitely a lot of influences from Satisfactory in this game, and other factory games in general, really. But yeah, there's a little bit of exploration, and I'm looking forward to like opening up the other maps and see if they... what sort of variety they have on things. But yeah, you can carry quite a lot of debris, as you can see here. And you can pretty much fly as fast as you can scroll or move the mouse. That's a lot of titanium. Holy moly, that's a lot of titanium. Well, yeah, finding that, you're definitely going to need it. Anyway, there is that complete. Station expansion 2 is done. Fabricators, energy storage, and artifact analyzers. And there we go. Artificial diamonds, nanoplating, reinforced frames, and molecular stuff. So we got to scale it up some more. You'll find a new range of modules. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Lovely. Well, how about we fast forward a little bit, shall we? So this is one I made earlier. It's not far on from where we just were there. But I wanted to show you this little guy. This is my fast taxi ship. I've got to build 5 of these Aeon hoppers and 25 computers. At the moment, I've got... This guy is making computers at 3 a minute. But as you can see, it kind of looks like, well, I haven't got any computers. Well, maybe. So this, I wanted to show you this bit in particular because it's got a bit of advanced setup going on. This is kind of my general storage area. Because the hub over here kind of filled up a bit. So what I've done is I've used this advanced view feature here. And you can click on each tile. You can set what each storage tile can store. You can also limit it as well. So I made sure that not everything stays in the hub. And the hub just doesn't fill up with lots of stuff. It's got a slot for about 50 of each. And once I fill up all these other ones as well, all this stuff should then filter through to these storages, which again are all set to particular resource types. Apart from these ones, which, you know, are currently not in use yet. But you can kind of see it sort of almost like a freaking disco in here as things come in and go out. Because as things come in here, they're going straight up here to produce the circuit boards, to produce the small engines, and to produce the computers, and then going back into storage again. It's quite difficult to track down all the computers. And the only thing consuming computers is this thing, and only when I tell it to build a ship. But we can tell it to build another hopper, and it will request the parts, and here they come. And there we go, we get a little ship. So that advanced setup stuff here, very useful later on, especially when you start mucking about with more advanced stuff. And again, we're still fairly early in the game here, so I just wanted to stop here and get the little Aeon hoppers. And I think with these hoppers and stuff, we can give them orders and stuff later. I believe that's probably the next part of the mission. But yeah, that advanced mode. Useful when dealing with storages. The other thing I wanted to show you is down here, because you might think you could get fed up with picking all the asteroids up all the time. And I'll admit, it does get a little tiresome, especially when they get further and further away. Fortunately, you can build miners eventually, and once you find and clear resource nodes, asteroid resource nodes, you can set one that's for basically an unlimited supply. This one here is a titanium asteroid. It's currently feeding 2 smelters, but in all honesty, it could do more than what it's doing right now. But yeah, it's got a bit of titanium stocked up. Now, what I think we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up a loading dock here and a loading dock back at our other base. And the ships, the little Aeon hoppers, are going to be running between them, taking the resources from these remote outposts back to our main base and the main factory. That's what I suspect is going to happen anyway. For now, let's just... we got 4 slots there, we got 5 slots here. So yeah, let's refund this. So take all the bits out of it. We'll add another few bits out of here. Almost like another whole another station, isn't it? We'll add another 2 smelters and a storage unit at the end there. 1 storage unit for now should be adequate. I actually don't need any of this on me. I don't know why I'm carrying it. But yeah, we'll link. And again, I wasn't holding shift. Select the recipe. And there we go. That, hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, that is now slowly depleting the titanium ore. So it would appear 4, maybe 3 is the sweet spot for a miner. But there we go. That is basically going to be titanium sorted. We won't need to go out and get rocks for titanium anymore. This is one of the more difficult enemies. They got homing missiles, but as you can see, quickly dispatched. Just got to keep dodging those missiles because they hang around for a while. There's a carbon rock back there that we need to set up a miner for as well. But right now, I'm just going to focus on trying to get through the expansion 4 phase. Add a few atomizers. I actually think if you set them up in a little group of 4, that you can be really casual about how you drop this in. Anyway, let's add another 1, 2, 3 hoppers in here. And we'll just get this factory really rolling now and try and get all these hoppers. Now, when these hoppers are done, we do actually have to manually move them out of the way so that it can then start building the next one. And they do seem to be completely just inert until they have an order. They just sort of sit there. Like freaking hood ornaments, you know. Like, all right. There we go. We're going the fleet up. And then obviously we need to build up our computer storage as well. Oh, modules are on low power. Probably because this is what happens. My panels have become unaligned. I probably just need to add more panels. But at this stage, I still don't have the automatic solar panels. We must have been right by the frickin'... I guess we don't quite know what's happened there. We just run out of power. Well... Can't afford, why not? Basic frames, interesting. Alright, there we go. Power back on. Not quite the PTSD trigger that we get from the Satisfactory power, the power down sign, you know, and having to flip the big switch again, but still. Undesirable outcome. Okay, so computers. We got 1 in our bag. There's 4. Oh my god, there's a load actually. There's 16. And we need 25 in total. So we just need these big computers to build up a little bit. And there's our last ship. It's about done. Hello. Our little hoppers. Lovely. So we'll just wait for the computers to be done and we'll see what Station Expansion 5 looks like. And of course, while we're waiting... Sometimes the game gives you these optional missions. We got 1.5 minutes to find and destroy 2 seekers. Those are not what we're looking for. We're looking for seekers. Seekers are the ones with the homing missiles. Seeking missiles, who would have thought? And we've just got to go about. I have actually explored the entirety of the map here. We can see it here. So... Oh, there's a meteorite strike coming. We may not do this mission then because that kind of takes precedent. Oh, a seeker. Let's go. We quickly nail you and go and deal with the asteroids. Oh, power, 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 power. Thank you. All right, asteroids. Sorry, gotta leave you guys behind. Don't mind me. Yeah, I mean, you're so fast, this little drone. Every now and again, you'll get a meteorite strike coming in. I don't know why they're on fire in space, but they are. And they'll actually give you a nice little, very rich little meteorite that you can take back to base as a little trophy. And you can run away from those guys. They won't follow you forever. Pop you in there. There we go. So there we go. We get 5 reinforced frames, a little research as a little reward for search and destroy. So let's see, 5 computers in there, 4 computers in there. I think that's probably it. There's our 31 computers. Pop them in the hub and hit complete. Oh, you son of a... You see what a problem I have here is that AO wasn't quick enough. All the computers are now going back into here. I don't like that you have to have them in the hub, right? If I have 25 computers in my drone, I have built the computers. I don't know where they've all gone now. They've all just distributed among all of these boxes. Let's see. I could disable the link, basically. Or what I could do is say, here we go, hub storage. I don't think it will hold them, to be honest. That's the problem. Even if I set this as computers, and say 50 computers, please. If I put 34 computers in there now. Ah, I was quick enough. Yeah. Oh. And they've taken my freaking starships, those bastards. And there we go. We got, so, expansion 5, the next phase. An Aeon courier. And the Aeon courier is like the taxi, just more. More. Like courier ship. Alright. This is what I was thinking might happen. So, primary objective complete. We've unlocked additional modules. Construct freighter docks to connect remote parts of your station, such as miners, and further automate resource processing. Freighters can be built from any freighter dock and can then be ordered to pick up and drop off from any docks in the current zone. And there we go. Defense turrets can be constructed around your station and remote substations to automatically defend from incoming meteors and enemy drones and creatures. Interesting. Creatures. I've not heard creatures before. The freighter dock. Oh, this thing costs a lot. And defense is now a thing. And we got, well, defense is even more a lot. Then they take superconductors as well. Okay, so now you want 10 Aeon hoppers, 10 couriers, which you're going to take away from me as well, aren't you? And 50 superconductors. Gosh, they really know how to ramp it up, don't they, eh? Right, so let's have a look. If we build a fabricator here, what does it cost to make a superconductor? That costs the diamonds and the... What are those things? Oh, the fiber optic. That's it, yeah. There's diamonds and fiber optics. Tutorial has kicked in now. Fortunately, this window is over the top of it, so I can't actually read it. But upgrading modules, we can upgrade a storage module to a Mark II because we unlocked the Mark II storage module. Well, that's nice to know. You don't have to replace it. You can just upgrade it. And there we go. I mean, I don't think we're struggling for storage at the moment between these three. I think it's okay. So I think I'm going to leave that. But I'm going to set this to superconductor. What else was there? There was... that is the only new thing, actually. Yeah, superconductor. And then we do 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. So it's in and out. And then the dock here requires 5 computers and 20 of these things. We'll get the computers. Oh my lord, look at the nano plating is suffering today. Alright, so let's have a little look. See our nano plating output. Here is our nano plating output, and it is doing absolutely nothing. It would appear that almost everything is pretty much ground to a halt. I think because... Yeah. We're basically out of stuff. We're out of stuff. Okay. So unfortunately, we're on the cusp of automating. We are on the cusp of automating everything, but there we go. We still need to go out and get some asteroids. Yoink. That little dude is so fast. That's great. We still need to get some asteroids. And that's fine. We'll still need to get asteroids for a little bit. Let's chuck you in, yeah. We're going to do a little run and just try and get some resources. Let's see, where is a good spot? Over here, look. There's so much over here. Use the map and we can identify. Oh, go on then. You want to die? Fine. Oh, we get a little bit of loot for it. Oh, small fuel tank. Okay. The thing is, like, we unlock very early on the alien sort of analyzer thing, and I've yet to find an artifact to analyze. Out of power! Woo! Well, there we go. Easy peasy. There are lots of bits and bobs here, but the debris is really what we're here for. Grab an awful lot of that. That's it, we're full. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, I dropped it. There you go, hold shift and it can really... you can pick up loads. And chuck that in there. But then the only problem with debris is that it is just titanium. We need ores of all sorts. So, grab loads of different types of rock. There is ice rocks as well, but we're not quite ready for water just yet. That requires iron and a... just see, can we got that on me? We got that, but not the iron. The iron ingot of all things. Okay, let's get this back to base. And in it goes. Okay, so hopefully that'll like reboot my production lines a little bit. But I do also have a carbon facility here. So I'm going to pick up all the carbon from that. And my titanium mine. I'm going to pick up a bit of that as well. I can only fit a stack in there. I should have dropped off before I came here. But essentially I'm going to have to run the role of what will be my shuttles, right? So let's go and drop this carbon off. I got to remember where it goes now. Here we go. So chuck the carbon in here, and things should just sort of come to life, really. That's a lot of gold. Is the gold actually used for things at the moment? I thought it was. Now I can't remember. Yes, it is. I really need to connect that gold. So it's just been sat there, look. Oh dear. Connect that. And then we link that to the hub. And then the hub links to everything. So there goes a lot of gold. As for the iron ingots, well, we've got 3. I mean, ooh. That's got 200 and something already in there already. There we go. Right, so what do we got here? We got nitratium, small fuel tanks, and superconductors. Everything else is go, and the small cargo pod, I suppose. Yeah, put that in the hub and it will get distributed onto the storages later. Let's fast forward a little bit again, and let's see these courier ships in action, and finally some automation around the basic materials, which is titanium, carbon, silica, and gold. And if we look at our map, we've got here carbon mine. There's another carbon node there. There's our titanium node. There's another titanium node. But I think there's silica, there's water, and up here is gold. So we got all of them here. But yeah, they're scattered all over the place. Okay, so a little bit further on here, not very much, but I have now got a silicon mine, a titanium mine, and a carbon mine. The only thing I'm missing is a gold mine, but it's a little lower on the priorities gold, so we'll do that one later. But as you can see, I haven't renamed them. I've got Albert, Alpha and Beta. I need to rename Alpha and Beta to some other names as well. But yes, you can rename the ships, and here they all come simultaneously, which is a little bit awkward because there's only one dock. Let's call this one Bertha. They should all be women's names, really, female names. And they all look like they dock. Oh, that's Albert. Let's see what Bertha does now. Albert is docked. They swap the class. Very cool. And Bertha waits for Albert to get out of the way. Alberta. They're gender fluid. What do you want? And Christina. They wait for the ships to get out of the way, and then they load all of the stuff. Look at that output. Holy moly. I'm not sure there's enough room in there for all of that stuff. In fact, no. They haven't managed to unload it all. So this is potentially a limitation of the conveyors then. They can only transport... Does that actually tell us they can only transport a certain amount? It doesn't, does it? Have a little look under here. No, it doesn't actually tell us that there's a limited amount that these conveyors can actually hold, but just look at this backlog here that's happening. So what I think we need to do is reorganize this. We have multiple docks. Unfortunately, the way that the ships work is you set them to the base rather than the platform, if you know what I mean. So how they all figure out multiple docks, I don't know. Can they even have multiple docks here? Can't afford it. Don't know. Might have enough stuff to build another one. I don't know. It's a little bit tight right now. Certainly. No, I can't. Okay. It looks like if I put... There's a load of gold in here already. What are we low on? Fiber optics. Wow. Okay. It looks like basically they're all happy to use one dock, but this is going to take a long time to filter down. And here comes Alberta again with more carbon. So they don't take long. Christina and Bertha are still going back to their respective things, but yeah. One thing I forget to show you as well is I have actually found some artifacts now. And if you click on the artifact analyzer here, once you have some tech points after analyzing some artifacts, we can absolutely improve our drones and our stations with enormous tech trees. I had no idea the tech trees were so wild. And given that there's only like so many crashed ships or derelict ships here as well, I don't think that there's any possibility that we'd be able to get through all of these tech trees. So expanded storage for our drone, for a station, freighter engines, make our freighters faster, high-speed connectors, install high conveyor items around faster. We're definitely going to need that. Let's go. High-speed connectors. Let's. Oh, not enough tech points. Does that cost 2 tech points? Oh my god, there's just not enough tech points. Enhanced atomizer. AI control routines reduce waste and increase yield when feeding asteroids and other. Very nice. And miner output, 10% resource output from miners. This is all very good, actually. This is all very good. So hardened casing, heavy thrusters increase the maximum weight, expanded storage, increase the items amount of storage, fusion core, max energy reserves, which is useful. A neuralizer laser, increase the power of your lasers and destroy enemies better and faster. Insulated coating, dramatically reduce electrical damage. I've not even had electrical damage yet, so I think the maximum energy reserves is a good one to spend on my first points, at least, anyway. So yeah, that's a little bit of the automation, I suppose. I mean, at the moment we've got our station expansion 5. superconductors, ships, Aeon helpers, and couriers and stuff like that. I feel like now that we're getting into the sort of miners and automation this way, we need to massively increase our hub station here so that it can actually cater for this amount of resource input. Now, did I link? Yeah, I have. Okay, so this is all going into the hub, which is problematic because I need to enable these ideally. And let's enable these slots because then it can start actually moving the, as you can see, yeah, it can start moving the iron ingots. I think it was backed up, and these things are starting to come alive now. Look at that. Okay, this is making sense now. Yeah, the friggin' the slots blocked. It wasn't able to move the stuff out. There we go. It's starting to move it a little bit more. Hopefully, maybe. More ships just coming in. More docks. Running everything through the hub is probably a bad idea. I think, to be honest, what we should probably do is put this onto a tier 2 storage unit and then filter everything from there. But yeah, that's another challenge. The whole you got to take it down to rebuild it to make it better kind of part of all factory builders. You know what I mean? That's true here in Outworld Station as well, it would seem. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had I hope you've enjoyed this first look at Outworld Station. I'll link the game down below in the video description if you want to go and check it out. It is in early access now for you to enjoy. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you've picked it up or not. If it's something that interests you or not. I'd love to hear from you. But I hope you've enjoyed this look at Outworld Station. Big thank you to the developers for sending me a key to this one, by the way, so I can check it out for you as well. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. Oh, before I go, bear in mind, this week, I'm on holiday, so I'm not around a lot. So no streams, and probably very few videos as well. Apart from this one, of course. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.